Okay, today we're going to walk you through the ConnectSMART v3 installation. On this particular box, it's a Windows 7 machine, 32-bit, and we're going to start with installing the ConnectSMART server. So you always want to do a shift right click and run as admin just to make sure you're running it with full privileges. So I did that, and just go through. It's pretty standard install here. Just click the accept and paste in the serial that came when you signed up for a membership. And we'll go through a standard install here. And you can actually keep that box checked. We're not going to edit that right away. We're going to install the SQL portion. So if you want to browse to your program files ConnectSMART, and then there's a folder called util. You want to open that up and shift right click on the server installation GUI and run that as admin. And then in this section you want to put in the name of your ConnectWise server, computer name, and then the credentials. You're actually going to want to use SA or CW admin, something that has admin rights that can write SQL. Let's see if I mistyped that here. Okay, if that's incorrectly, the database should populate. So you want to pick cwebapp _ whatever your company name is. Now with the password field, you want to leave that default if you're a new customer. If you already had ConnectSMART, you want to type in your older password that came with it. So I did that here. You click install, and I'm going to do it because it's already installed on ours. And then you want to open up the config tool, click on modify connection. And in here again you put the ConnectWise server name. Credentials, you want to use ConnectSMART, and then the password, either the old password that came with your original install or the one that's in the documentation if you check to default. And then click your database and test the connection. You can click OK to that. And then here we just have a couple configs that we want to set up. For the drill down, that's the first one you want to edit. You want to put in your drill down URL. That's often found when you open up ConnectWise. It's the first field before logging in. So paste that here too. Default location, that's found in the service board screen, top left in ConnectWise. And the MSP agreements, this is your agreement types that you want monitored. So typically it's gold, silver, platinum, or whatever your naming scheme is. But that's the agreement type found in setup tables. If you go to agreements, and your agreement types are listed there. Next is your MSP boards. You want to type in the names of the boards that you want monitored. Now all these values are in single quotes separated by commas. So if you want to add several entities, make sure there's a comma separating them. Team engineering, this is going to be your engineering team. Same structure with the single quotes and the commas separating. So I'll finish up here. And then just click OK, apply, and then OK. And then actually apply, and then we're actually going to save out this config. You want to hit File and then Generate Client Config. Hit Browse, and for now we'll just save it to the desktop. What this does, it basically writes the name of the ConnectWise box. All the other settings that you put in there aren't contained in this file, but that if you have the name of the server in that file, it knows where to look. So I'm actually just going to drop this in where my other actually I'm going to make sure the services are running. If you just open up services.msc, just make sure we're looking for two services, software effects business service and PSS service, and it looks like these two are running, so we're in good shape there. If they're not running, it depends on the OS. On some of them they don't automatically start, so you'd want to just have those started. And I'm going to move this config file into where I'm going to need those during the client config installation and also the creator installation. So I'm just going to install all three pieces on this. It's just a VM, but you'll get the idea. This could be a test box or whatever you plan to use it for. And there it is, it's asking for that. So we're just going to browse to that location. There it is right there. Select it, click install, looks good. So now it knows where to send the queries when you run the gadgets. Same process with the creator. And select that file, install it, and good to go. So let's test this. That's the installation. Pretty straightforward. Let's open up the creator and let's create a gadget real quick. Make sure we've got good connection. Now on initial launch you'll see nothing, not connected to data. That's fine because there's no gadget in there loaded yet. Once you add a gadget, and it will then send the query to the database and make connection. So let's pick one, let's say like open tickets count. I'll grab that. You'll always get a firewall message usually in the first launch, so just click allow for that. And it looks like we've got a query. We'll save this one out. You can add other gadgets here, but for now we're just going to save this for testing. And I'll make a folder on the desktop. Let's call it gadgets. Open ticket count. I'll save that out. Now your workstations would go to, say, a shared folder where you would store these, and they'd click on those gadgets you save out, and all the ones that you created in the creator, they would be located there. You'd save them out to that folder for deployment for your workstations. And as you see, you can edit your parameters there. This can be disabled in the creator, but we usually like to keep it enabled for on-the-fly changes if needed. You can just right-click and make your change. Okay, so that's a good installation. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use, and hope you enjoy it.